Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And, of course, this week's geeky thing is...
Smallville.
We actually have the title in there.
S for Smallville.
Oh! That would have been a good podcast name.
Oh,
if we had only known that that's what we were going to... That's the running joke we were going to do. Darn.
S.
Hey,
S for Smallville.
If this is your first time watching or listening to us, hey, thanks for joining. This is our weekly podcast where we talk all things Smallville, where we do a weekly rewatch of every single episode week by week. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. You can hit the like. You can rate us. You can do all of those things. We would greatly appreciate us. Follow us on all the things that just popped up on the screen or in the description of the show. But enough jibber jabber.
I was about to tell you to shut up.
Well, I was about to tell you to pull your pants on.
I got pants on.
Because we're getting ready to go back to Smallville. You have pants on?
Yes, I have pants on.
Should I have pants on?
Well, we talked
Bing
about this.
Bong.
My eye's twitching.
Is it me?
I think so.
Smallville, episode 20.
Woo!
Season 1, episode 20. Episode 20
Who didn't
overall.
think we'd make it?
Looks like we made it. Smallville, season 1, episode 20. Episode 20 overall. Obscura, the name of this episode. Original air date, May 14th, 2002. Writer, we have a weird one here. So we got teleplay by Mark Verheiden and Michael Green, and the story by Greg Walker. What that means exactly, who can say? Who knows? No one knows. The director was Terrence O'Hara. So there we go. There it is. You smell that, Maggie?
Did you fart?
No, it's the smell of a nice open field being roamed by the wild horses. She gone wildfire. Kept running wild. Well, what you're smelling is actually
Farts?
a field in Smallville where Lana and Whitney are horseback riding.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lana, I think something happened to my horse.
Wow, I'm so sorry. These are the horses that we got from the camp farm. We rescued them, actually. It turns out Jonathan was letting them drink Jack.
We should put them out of their misery, Lana.
No.
Misery is what these horses are feeling now. So I can't tell. So Whitney asks Lana to spring formal, and she accepts.
Yes, my.
And then they see a big explosion. Oh, Jesus, Maggie. My God.
Boom,
Okay,
boom.
okay. They find people.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, they see a big explosion, head towards it. Smart move.
Yeah.
They find people trying to stop the gas line from exploding. There's a whole bunch of these fucks just out there like, what can we do?
Let's turn this knob here.
What if we... Think about it. If we have a gas leak, maybe the answer is we leak gas into the leak, so that, like, two forces. Everybody, bring your farts. Come on. We ain't got much time. Everybody, plan it. All right. Jesus.
You shouldn't have said that.
I hate that sound effect so much. Hey, wait. Do I get a chip?
Huh?
You got a chip in Reaper where I had to kill a bit. And you only got one per season.
No!
Can I kill the fart noise?
I can't remember what I vetoed in that episode.
It was me talking like some high-pitched noise.
Oh, yeah, because I felt like nails on a chalkboard.
Nails on a chalkboard. It's a Tango Warrior from...
Well, it's just when you mention farts. It's uncontrollable.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
what?
Hey, I'll try not to do it anymore.
I mean, you can do it every once in a while. I just hate it. It's so crass. It's so crass. We are a highbrow Smallville podcast.
Nose up in the air.
So, like I said, we're all highbrow. So all the men gather around this gas pump and are just blowing farts into it, okay? They're like, we gotta get him down! Get this gas under control! And then Lana says, oh, I think that's getting ready to blow, Whitney.
Look at that, wow.
And Whitney's like, holy balls! We gotta get that there! Hey! He runs off. He's trying to get off. You gotta get off this pump, fellas! It's gonna blow! They're like, oh, well, it'll blow over there where your girlfriend is. Lana?
Huh?
Lana, no!
Wow.
Best shot in the entire series right here. Best shot. Just Lana freeze framed. That's a song.
No, really?
Lana is caught unawares and blasted away. Lana is covered with dirt and meteor rock.
Wow.
I was trying to make the noise, I realized I can't do it. So Whitney and 2 deputies run over there to check on her. Lana.
What?
And now we're at the Smallville hospital. Clark
Boom.
arrives.
We're back at the hospital, y'all.
Seinfeld.
We've only been at the hospital for like the past 5 episodes.
It's Smallville. Or no, Seinfeld. It's Seinfeld. Bump, 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 bump. Clark arrives to check on Lana. Whitney is with her while she's asleep. She's just asleeping away. Scared me. Good. Chloe stops by on her way to Metropolis for her interview. Chloe and Clark talk about her not going, but Clark assures her that Lana is going to be okay. Lana's going to be okay.
You'll be okay, Lana.
No.
Chloe. I'm sorry.
Lana's going to be okay.
I'm still in love with Lana.
Clark sings to her a lullaby. And he says, everything is gonna be alright. Chloe.
Rockabye.
Chloe. Rockabye. You see, Chloe grew up in the city with the stars and the Hollywood hills and the boulevards.
Metropolis.
Her mom and dad would throw parties. Everyone was there. Folks like Dennis Hopper, Bob Seger, and Sonny and Cher. And even her smile looks like a frown. And she's seen her share of devils in this angel town. And she says, everything is gonna be alright. Rockabye. Rockabye. Well, she wants to be the queen.
Song.
And she thinks
That's Train. That's Train.
she got out of town. Baby.
What?
Baby.
Matchbox?
And I had to do it with Dave Matthews, man, just so we're all on the same page. Alright, we're not even 4 minutes in.
Stinky Pete.
Stinky pee-pee.
God. Are you a child?
It's like, Chloe and Clark talk. Clark assures her lost. Boom.
You'd be okay, Chloe. You'll do great in your interview.
And Chloe leaves. Then Lana, being asleep, begins to see a vision.
What?
She sees Chloe leaving and gets kidnapped. Lana wakes up and screams, Chloe!
Chloe!
Somebody save me! Let your heart there's somebody.
Church? Is it?
No, we're at a Lifehouse concert, which
Church?
is basically the same. 3-0. I just want to get ahead of the comments. All right, so now we're at the Kent's house. Jonathan is working on a sink. We can't do that.
Guess what?
Transition.
Hey, and Jonathan's found out a new way to drink his Jim Beam. He's taught Martha to turn the bottle upside down in the sink.
like a beer bong. Shooter. Pull. John's working on the sink, and let's be real, passed out underneath the sink. All right, yeah. He's been asleep down there since about 4 a.m. All right,
and
he's like, I gotta fix this goddamn sink, Martha. Bring me my wrench. Bring me my wrench.
Oh, you meant more Jim Beam, honey? It starts pouring on his face.
Don't you tell me.
I don't tell you anything.
Martha? It's not real, Johnny. It's not real, Johnny boy. Johnny boy, it's gonna be okay. Just remember what your daddy told you. Johnny's daddy is taking fishing. So Martha wants to know if Clark is going to ask Chloe to spring for him.
Well, she's still making all these pies.
And Jonathan's like, Lana, Martha, God damn it, whatever your name is, you leave that poor child alone. Don't you know you need to help me with this goddamn sink here, Martha? And Martha's like, just go back to drinking your Jim Beam, you piece of shit. Clark, I'm sorry, honey, but are you going to take Chloe to the dance? And Clark says, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm afraid that if I ask Chloe out, that it's going to show Lana that the door is closed. Martha's like, bitch, that door is closed, all right?
She's got
been closed since fucking New Year's, all right? You might have thought you had a shot, but you got one shot and you lost it. And you only get one shot. All right? So you go ask Chloe out.
Right now.
Right the hell now. Because I got to finish these pies. And I swear to God, if you fucking boys don't stop, I'm going to make these pies.
Don't rip that off.
Lana might be in the hospital, but the Talon still needs all these pies, okay? You have ingrates.
Yeah.
And then John's like, Clark, I can't sink out.
Can you pull out that pipe right there?
Clark's like, geez, Dad, you broke everything but the kitchen sink. You
shut the hell up right now.
And then in walks, hello,
Lexi Poo. Sorry, Clark, I'm not here for you. I'm here to talk to your mom and dad about the settlement.
That's fine. I gotta get to school anyway. You guys easy blasters.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. Man, he did blast off with cheesy blasters.
Clark's blasting off again.
So, Jonathan and Martha, I have here a check is to cover all the land and the livestock from the toxic spill that
from
was
episode 14, entitled Zero.
Yeah, and here you go.
Martha and Jonathan comment on how large the check is. My God.
Now, it's not any more than what your land was valued for before the toxic spill.
Current market value, baby.
And it's the current market value of also the cattle you lost.
And Jonathan says, God damn it, Lex. Let me shake that hand of yours.
Stop! But Mr. Kent, are you okay?
So now we head over. Sorry, the Jim Beam's done kicked in.
Are you drinking it through the sink?
I got listen.
Can I join you?
Listen, Lex. You don't eat where you shit. All right? Get the hell out of my house.
Okay, sir.
Get the hell out of my house. You bald bitch.
That's kind of uncalled for, sir.
And Martha's like, listen, Lex, I'm sorry. He's been just blacked out drunk since 4 a.m. You gotta look over him. Lex, could you hand me that glove? The oven mitt? Because I gotta get this goddamn pie out of this oven. And I swear to God, if you don't let me get these fucking pies, I'm gonna lose my mind. I should have never left the city. My dad wanted more from me. Instead, I ended up on this farm.
You loved me.
Lex says, you know what?
This is too much.
There's a lot going on here.
There's too much.
I'm just going to let you guys handle this. I got to head back to my house.
Hey, Martha, call me.
You got cheesy blasters.
Blast it off.
And Lex lands at his house. And he will... I'm not... That's the last time I do that. And then in walks... Oh, hiya, Lex.
Nixon.
It's me, Roger Nixon.
Did not tell you not to contact me anymore.
I bet you all thought that I was going to forget that Roger Nixon talked like Richard Nixon.
He about did.
I almost did, but then I remembered you fucks.
Ow.
Lex is mad, or Roger's mad at Lex. He's like, why did you do an interview with Carrie Castle for us last seen in episode 18, Durance?
She gave a really good shiatsu massage.
Lex, what have I told you? You don't eat where you shit.
That's the second person that's told me today, Nixon.
Listen, Lex.
There's a lot of sayings around this town.
So, there's someone I gotta tell you about who's been saying something else on the day of the meteor shower.
Oh, really?
So now we're at the torch.
Wow, it's declining. The quality. What is that song? Seinfeld.
Is it? I don't think it is.
Boom.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. No, that's that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Yeah, that's what it is. Wow. All right, so now we're at the torch, and Clark is there, and he's trying to run things, and it's going just horribly. All right, you got the fax machine on fire, you got the water machine on fire, you got Chloe's see-through Apple iMac computer on fire. It's all on fire. Clark's like,
it's the torches on fire. Oh, fire.
How ironic.
Fire bad.
The torch.
This is for school. Go down the school. Oh, God.
And in walks Lana. Shoop, shoop, shooby-doo. Shoop, shoop.
Lana.
She sees Clark struggling. She says, oh, man, Clark, it looks like you got your hands full.
Oh, my God. It's all on fire.
This torch is on fire. And then Lana asks if Clark has talked to Chloe, but he hasn't been able to yet. And so Lana tells Clark about her vision. And then Clark's like,
that sounds
crazy. It's the same purse that she had.
Yeah.
But
she was carrying it last night at the hospital and she came by to visit you.
I'm sure it's
Should
nothing.
you be out of bed?
I'm sure it's nothing. Let's just move on.
Bye.
So then we go to Eddie Cole's house. Lex and Nixon arrive to hear all about Eddie's story.
Hi, Eddie.
And Eddie says, hey, Mr. Kent. Lex, this is Eddie.
Eddie, are you alright?
Anyway.
You sound like Mr. Kent. Are you in disguise, Mr. Kent?
I think you need to go. I'll talk to you later.
I could give you money if you got more.
All right. Well, here
you go.
I was a crop duster.
Yeah.
And I was flying over Miller Field.
Uh-huh.
Then the meteor started.
Yeah.
And I swear, something just hit me, just grazed the back of my plane. Mm-hmm. But then it landed. It didn't crash. It landed. Yeah, and if I had just kept my goddamn mouth shut, I'd be crop dusting today. But I just can't. I just can't.
That sounds awful. I hope this money helps your problems.
See ya. We got cheesy blasters.
Cheesy blasters.
Lex, no. You're my ride.
Screw you, Nixon.
So now we're at the Kent farm.
Oh.
Okay.
It's where I pulled my back.
And listen, we're at the Kent farm. Clark, super fucking pissed. All right. He's on this like tractor or something, and it won't turn over. And what does he do? He hits it. Another piece of farm equipment that Clark just can't beat the hell out of.
The torch was on fire, and now Chloe, I'm worried about Lana. Oh!
And Jonathan sees
Clark
this.
Angry.
Jonathan sees this. And he takes one leap over. All right. Hey, Clark, what's wrong, Clark? What's got you all upset?
Why do you care, Dad?
Clark says, I'm just worried about Chloe, Pa. And Jonathan assures Clark that everything is gonna be all right. Rockabye. And Clark asks Jonathan if he's gonna cash Lex's check. And Jonathan says he's just not sure if he trusts Lex yet, even though he admits he doesn't really have a reason not to.
Oh, Dad, you're only making him out to be the person that you're picturing him to be.
Clark says, Lex isn't perfect, Dad. I know that. But slamming the door in his face over and over only helps turn him into exactly what you think he already is. And Jonathan said, "You're that shit from Clark." And Clark says, "You should ask my dad." He's like, "Well, shit.
That's me?
It's me.
Daddy?
Damn it.
Daddy?
I love you, boy.
Ow. Dad, you hit me.
I love you. And when you're right,
oh, Jesus.
you're right. You taught me a valuable lesson today.
Oh, I'm glad I could help you, Dad.
Now I'm going to go sleep off this hangover.
All right.
And I'll cash that check tomorrow."
Pa.
Whoa, horses.
Jesus.
I love horses. I love horses. You hungry, girl? Just look at the shakes. All right. So now, where are we at? I don't even know where we're at. So now we're at the Talon, right? And in walks Smelly Pee-Pee.
That was from pre-show.
Wait, was it the pre-show?
Yeah,
It's in this episode, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, this is the Patreon show.
Oh, my God.
So they don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
No.
We're talking about Stinky Pete, and then we're talking about Pete is called Pee-Pee. It's Stinky Pee-Pee.
I don't think that's not. Oh, my God. Hey,
I'm gonna down this podcast.
Can I talk to Google real quick and turn on the white noise?
Yeah, just mute your mic. I'll keep going. So Smelly Pee-Pee tells Clark that he's going to the spring formal with Erica Fox. She's the foxiest lady in town. You might think that you've seen a fox, but what does this fox say? She says, "Oh, Pee-Pee. I love you, Smelly Pee-Pee." Pete tells Clark that he needs to ask Chloe, and then he leaves. "You got cheesy blasters," and walks out. 360 spins, grinds a rail, and then leaves. Clark is just like, "Damn, man, it's just Pee-Pee's so cool, man. He's too damn cool for me." And then Lana walks over and she says, "Hey, Clark, have you spoken to Chloe yet?" And he still hasn't. And then Lana's like, okay, well, oh no, I got a vision, another vision. And Chloe is being kidnapped, and now she's surrounded by teddy bears. And she also sees a man that is masked in a mirror. And she's just looking at the man in the mirror. And then Lana tells Clark what she saw.
Take a look at the man in the mirror.
Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamite dropping. And then Chloe tries to get free. We're now watching from Chloe's point of view. Chloe tries to get free, but is caught by the masked man. And then he takes a syringe and injects Chloe with something green. And she passes the F out. And then now we're back at the Talon, and Gabe Sullivan.
Sorry,
Did she poop herself?
I was trying to snort it. And the air went up my upper lip.
Her bowels released.
No.
It only happens when you die, Maggie.
I know, but I didn't mean to do that.
So Gabe Sullivan arrives with the police. This is Chloe's dad. And he brings with him Deputy Watts and Deputy Vertigo. And Lana
Sketchy and Sketch.
Sketchy and Sketcher. You got Sketchers. Wow.
You got cheesy Sketchers.
If you want to rock, better put on your damn Sketchers. You're gonna go to high school and get fucking laid. Get your pussy.
Whoa.
Sketchers.
I'm gonna meet you.
You didn't see that ad on Nickelodeon?
No, I didn't.
It played right during the Angry Beavers.
Oh my God, we are gonna die on this podcast.
Maggie, the Angry Beavers loved wood.
Breathe, for God's sakes.
Beeve. I guess you could say they had the beaver fever. Lana tells Deputy Watts and Deputy Vertigo what she saw in her vision, and they say, Lana, you dumb fuck. How fucking dare you call us all the way fucking up here just to tell us this dumb
Chloe's
fucking
dad.
vision.
Ring.
You fucking piece of shit.
Thank God I got this phone call. Yes. They found Chloe's car.
We found it in the woods.
You're taking my bits.
That was on the phone.
I just got off the phone.
This is the collect call from Man in the Mask.
Hello.
If you accept, please press 1.
Boop.
Hey.
I'm hanging up. I hear weird breathing.
This is the Man in the Mask.
Yeah.
I've got Chloe.
You sound Venom.
Telegram.
Huh? Bitch, shut up.
Candy Gram. Get your sketches. Get your dick wet.
Matt.
What they did here?
Matt.
They have no idea what I said.
Matt.
They have no idea what I said.
That's not nice.
It's the Skechers commercial.
No,
It wasn't me.
No.
You weren't watching the same channels I was, apparently.
No, you got different cables than I did.
I'm pretty sure it was on Spike TV during the X show. There's your callback.
The Man Show?
No. That was Comedy Central. There was a show. It was called The X Show. I think it lasted all of 3 episodes. And it was on Spike TV. I only know because that's where they would play Monday Night Raw. Right after it stopped being TNN. I digress.
TNT.
So, anyway, for those that don't know, Chloe's dad got a call that they found Chloe's car abandoned. Okay.
If you couldn't gather from that.
Moving on. So now we're at Clark's barn, and Clark is just worried about Chloe. And in walks Lana. And she talks to Lana, and Clark tells her that he and his dad have been looking for Chloe all afternoon, and I'm just so worried I may never see her again. Lana tells Clark that she spent all afternoon being questioned by the Popo, and they think that she's fucking nuts, man. Just nuts. Like, she's just fucking nuts.
All right.
And then Clark tells Lana about the first time he met Chloe in 8th grade, so long ago. Mm-hmm. It was last year.
Yeah.
This is literally the year before because, in case everybody forgot, Clark Kent.
It's supposed to be 14.
14-year-old freshman.
14-year-old.
14-year-old freshman with those jacked abs. And he met Chloe last year. He had to show her around school, and then she found out he lives on a farm, and she wanted to see all about it. And so they go up into his barn's loft. And then Chloe lays on a big old smoochy smooch.
You've been thinking about it all day. I just wanted to get it out of the way.
And then she says, now that that's out of the way, we can be friends. And MXPX starts playing. I can be friends with you. And then as Clark's telling that storyline, it's like, yeah, that's really great. Oh, another vision. Chloe's being buried alive. And there's a giant windmill, and Clark realizes this is the big windmill in Chandler's Field. That was last seen in episode 15, Nicodemus. And then Clark says he'll go get help, and he runs off to find Chloe.
I'm sorry. It's starting to seem like Clark doesn't really get any help, and he just goes and gets them, rather than trying to cover up the fact that he has super speed.
Maybe that'll be a story that we look into in a
I bet
future episode.
I bet Lex will do it.
You would lose that bet.
I would lose that bet.
It's someone you've not met yet.
Stinky PP.
You met Stinky PP.
This is his cousin. Or twin.
Also named Stinky PP.
Evil twin.
Oh, Bizarro PP. So we got
Bizarro Stinky PP.
So we got Stinky PP and Smelly PP. So now we're at Chandler's Field. And Clark uses his X-ray vision to find Chloe.
Look very serious over here. Look serious over here. Look over here. You found her.
I don't know what happened. Clark bursts through the ground and rips the door off her coffin. And Chloe says she knew it was Clark. It's always Clark. And then the masked man watches from the bushes. So now we're back at everyone's favorite spot.
The hospital.
Smallville Hospital. And Clark and Lana visit Chloe. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. So the Daily Planet called and wanted an interview Chloe about her kidnapping, and Chloe didn't do it because she doesn't want to be in the Daily Planet that way.
I want my article in there.
She doesn't want to be in the Torch or in the Daily Planet for that reason, and said the Torch could use the exclusive anyway. So Clark asks Chloe if she remembers anything, and Chloe starts reminiscing about her time being kidnapped, and then just loses it. Fair enough. I'm sorry, Clark. Like, come on, dude. Why are you asking? Like, she literally was buried alive. It's been an hour. And, like, you're...
It's like Ron all over again. God. Put it together, guys.
God, Clark. And then Chloe gets upset, and so Clark and Lana say that they'll leave to let her rest, and Chloe grabs Clark's hand and asks if he'll stay with her for a bit. Clark agrees. Lana leaves and laments Clark and Chloe being together. She's just looking through the window glass.
Yeah, everybody
Don't
can
know
see.
how much time has passed.
You can see her.
Oh man, it feels like forever, but no one ever tells you that forever feels like home, living all alone inside your head.
And then guess what?
What?
Lana has another vision. You sound like a putty.
From outside of space. It's like it became Doctor Who all of a sudden. And so...
Wow.
I'm just making Doctor Who sound effects. Not even like modern Doctor Who. This is like 70s Doctor Who. Exterminate. That should be a show we rewatch all of. God, we'd die. We'd kill it. All right. Where am I at? So Lana gets another vision of someone looking at her in the hospital. She shrugs it off. She's like, you know what? I know Chloe was just buried alive and I saw it, and now I see somebody looking at me from behind.
Yeah.
I doubt it's anything. It's nothing to worry about.
I'm just going to leave.
So then we're at the Kent farm the next morning, and Jonathan's just throwing some feed in the back of Old Blue, the old pickup truck. And Clark comes strolling in, and Jonathan's like, "Hey, boy.
There you are. Why'd you get to work?"
I slept it off, son, and I'm feeling much better now. I think this old Jim Bean fiasco's behind us, my son. How the hell's Chloe doing anyway?
I've been there all night, Dad.
I had to sneak in after visitor hours was done. And John's like, "Ha ha. Oh, Clark, been there, my son."
What, sneaking into a hospital there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my friends, that's what we used to get our kicks. We'd put on our Skechers and head down to the hospital after visiting hours was over.
Okay, Dad. Let's get this feed into the back of the truck.
Bow, bow.
Also, Dad, when are you going to cash in that check?
And Jonathan says, "You know what? I'm stubborn, but I'm not blind. And I'll cash this check after we drop this feed off. Get in the truck, son. Yeah.
Hey.
Them old Kent boys are at it again." And then as they're driving by, Jonathan and Clark pass Miller Field and see a large group of people checking into things.
Huh?
They pull over to the side and they see Lex, and they ask Lex, "Hey, what the hell's going on, Lex?" Lex says he's thinking about buying the land and is doing a routine inspection. And so Jonathan gets fucking just pissed. He is so angry.
Immediately, he takes a big old swig
This
of the
dude-
Jim Bean that he had snuck into his truck after he told Clark he was behind him.
Maggie. He opens up his jacket, pulls out a flask.
Oh, no.
Shaped
I got
a
one
boot.
better.
What?
He takes off his jacket
Okay.
and he has on one of those water backpacks with a special straw.
No, John
Yeah.
the Kid doesn't wear a backpack.
Oh, yeah, he does.
If
He's got
anything-
Jim Bean in it.
No. If anything, he kicks off his boots and snuck under the sole is a quick little shot of
What,
whiskey.
an airplane bottle?
Yes. He's got that hidden away just in time. And he chugs it. Boop. And he says, "You listen here, Lex, you son of a bitch.
Don't throw the bottle at me, sir. How dare you?
How dare you?
What did I do, sir?
You know what the hell you did.
This is a routine
I decided
dirt
I can't
testing.
take your fucking money. You piece of shit. Lex. More like loser. I gotta go. Clark, you're driving. But Dad, I'm only 14 years old, Dad.
Dad, why are you acting like this? You're acting like a crazy person.
Why does Clark Bobby Hill?
Don't make him into Bobby.
Dad, I'm only 14. I can't drive yet.
Dad, I'll drive for you because that's what the
Damn
Dukes
it, Clark.
did. That's what the Dukes of Hazzard did, Dad.
So Lex says he's thinking about stuff. Jonathan gets mad and he leaves.
Huh?
And Clark asks his dad, why the hell did he do that?
Why'd you give up the check, Dad?
You got to give up the check now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Jonathan tells him that this is the field where Clark's ship was crashed. And Clark's like, "Oh, shit." And they get in the truck.
A cheesy blaster.
Clark catches the keys and they peel out of there 360.
Big old cloud of cheese behind them.
Riding down the road with me and my drunk pa. And then as they're leaving, Dr. Hamilton walks up to tell Lex that they found something.
We found something
And
good.
He's got a little baggie. He's just got a little baggie.
Yeah,
It's like,
we'll never
we found
see.
something real
We don't know what's in that
good,
bag.
my friend.
That's something I've never seen before.
Drugs. And so now we go to the town. And Whitney arrives and he says, "Lana,
Why?
look at this. Look at this box.
Oh, wow.
It's got military medals."
Whose were they?
They were my pa's.
They're your dad?
Yeah, he died in the last episode. And I've been
Yeah, I
cleaning out his
remember.
things. And now...
Don't you think it's a little bit too soon?
No. Look, he was telling me that this is a sign that I don't have to throw a ball to be something important with my life.
But
No,
why?
that's what
you
he
don't-
showed me. No,
You don't have to do anything.
No.
To show.
That's what he was telling me.
Who are you showing?
You can't dribble step and double step. You can't dribble step and double step, Lana. You can't dribble step and double step. No. Listen. I'm joining the military, you fucking bitch. Leave me alone.
So spring formal's off then, huh?
Listen, we won't talk about this till the next episode.
I know what's going to happen. You're going to leave me, aren't you?
Lana, I gotta go. Bye.
That's the last time we'll ever see Bye.
Nah, he's in the next scene. So, well, actually, it's a couple more scenes. So we're at Clark's barn, and Lex comes walking in. He says,
"Hey,
crowded partner.
Hey. Oh God, podcast."
Lex arrives and he says he feels like he needs to apologize to John, but he just don't know why. And Clark says he's just worried about the town and asks why Lex was really out there. And Lex explains that a man saw something on the day of the meteor shower. And Clark guffaws him. He's like,
"You're so funny, Lex.
Lex,
you believe in aliens, Lex?
Lex, aliens aren't real, you
They're
dumb
not real.
fuck."
Lex, you so silly.
Lex explains.
S is for silly.
Lex explains about the stars and light from distant galaxies that are long dead and how that day changed his life and he needs to understand why, Clark. And Clark says, "Nah, you're fucking stupid.
Everything.
You don't have cheesy blasters. I gotta go.
Everything is.
Bye.
What?
I'm gone."
Who's gone?
Clark.
Okay.
So now we're at the torch. And Clark is there with Whitney and Chloe. And Clark has this theory.
Sorry.
He has this theory about how Lana could see visions. See, when Lana was exposed to meteor rock, she formed a psychic bond with someone close by. And Clark theorizes it was one of the two deputies because there was the two deputies and Why was there. And then they realized Lana could still be in danger and rush to warn her. So we head over to the Talon and Lana is closing up. There it is. Lana's closing up and here comes old Deputy Vertigo.
Good evening, Deputy Vertigo.
Good evening, Miss Lane. I'd like to ask you a little bit more questions, if you don't mind. This is how we do things down here at Maine.
Wait, I thought, Maine?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about them visions you've been...
Oh, they just come out of nowhere, sir. And
well, isn't that just precious?
And there was teddy bears hanging
Well... Isn't that just precious?
You're very rude.
And then Lana gets another vision.
Oh my God. Somebody's coming through the door. A Dalek?
Then Cyberman. And so, I don't know.
There's Dalek.
What dialect does a Dalek speak?
Exterminate.
That was the worst joke I've ever had.
Exterminate.
So then, once in her vision, Deputy Vertigo gets beat in the head with a fucking stick or something. I don't know.
Candlestick. It's
Candlestick.
Clue,
Boom.
everybody.
It was the candlestick in the kitchen. And she turns around and she sees herself through the eyes of the person she has that psychic connection with. And then the vision ends and it turns out it's old smelly Deputy Watts. We should have known. It was the other guest star with lines this episode. Who would have thought? And so then he does something. He takes her. And so Clark and Chloe and Whitney arrive and they find Deputy Vertigo on the floor and Lana is gone. And Deputy Vertigo tells them that Deputy Watts works as a night guard at the old Smallville Carnival grounds.
That explains the teddy bears off the ground.
Huh?
And it's closed during this time of the year.
Summer. Because it's May.
Yeah. Springtime, y'all.
It's weird how much Kansas looks a lot like Canada.
Yeah.
I digress. So now we're at the carnival.
Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Lana wakes up in the same room that Chloe was in, and she screams for help. But in walks Deputy Watts, and he explains that he was just trying to rescue Chloe so he could be seen as a hero. Yeah. And then he pulls out a gun, and Lana's like, "No, don't do it!" And Clark comes running in.
Cheesy blasters!
And he's using his X-ray vision. I forget what the sound effect was. And then he sees Lana getting ready to get shot in the face.
Oh,
so
God, Lana.
Clark runs over there and grabs the bullet. Well, he deflects the bullet, and the bullet goes flying to the ceiling and breaks a bunch of glass. And then Clark is like, shit, it's going to land on old Lana lawn. And so he covers Lana, lands on her, covers her. We hit back into normal time, and nobody questions it. They're like, "Oh, thanks, Clark," and like it just doesn't matter. Nobody questions how fast he got
saved
there.
you.
Yeah, nobody
saved you.
Doesn't matter. And so then Deputy Watch runs off, but Clark runs out there and finds him, and Deputy Watch starts shooting. Pow, 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 pow. And then it all just ping, pow, ping, 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 pew, 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 pew.
Good God, how many times did you get shot?
A lot. And the bullets just bounce off. And then the rest of the police arrive, and Lana gets a vision. Clark, of course, hides. Lana gets a vision of Deputy Watch getting ready to be like, "Hey, coppers, it ain't taking me alive. I hate cows." And then they shoot him in the face, and she sees the bullet, and then boom, the vision's over. Because now she'll never have the vision again.
Lana has no more superpowers.
Now, next day, we're at the old Clark's barn. And Chloe arrives and tells Clark that she got the Daily Planet internship and asks if Clark will come visit her while she stays at her cousin's in Metropolis.
Oh, that'd be all summer, huh?
Clark says, of course, that he wouldn't miss Chloe in her natural habitat. Clark then asks Chloe to the spring formal, and she says yes. Clark apologizes for waiting so long to ask, and Chloe says it was worth the wait. Next, we head over to Lex's house, and Dr. Hamilton walks in with this thing they found and tells Lex it is not from this world. Lex takes it out and looks at this octagonal disc. He sets it down, and we see alien lettering on the bottom of it. One looks like the number 8 inside of a diamond. There you go. The scene crossfades to reveal the same shape notched into Clark's ship. The end.
Man.
Maggie, what'd you think about Obtuse? What the hell was this one called?
Obscura.
What'd you think about Obscura, Maggie?
I want
the penultimate
some cheesy
episode
blasters.
of season 1. Penultimate episode of season 1.
I want cheesy blasters.
That has nothing to do with Smallville.
I want some.
What'd you think of it, though?
I liked it.
For realsies.
For realsies, I really loved it.
Yeah. I thought it was good. It was definitely, we're starting to ramp up some things. We're working through some stuff. We're setting up some things.
For the future.
And we're working up some stuff. I just said the same thing. It's like we got these goals, and we're kind of like setting things in motion to work towards these goals. And eventually, once the goals are hit, we'll meet the goals, And
we'll make some more goals.
Yeah. Now, what I love about we'll talk a lot about season 1 here in a few episodes, but what I love about this is that we're finally starting to set up, like, coming as somebody who's seen the show before. Obviously, Maggie's not watched the series before, but knowing where we go, like, this is really starting to set up some things that we're going to be paying attention to for several seasons. Yeah. The octagonal disc is a big plot device for multiple seasons. And like we're starting to get just a little taste of some of Clark's alien stuff. And I'll be honest with you, season 2 starts kind of working with some of that.
Yeah.
And it really, that's some of my favorite parts of Smallville, is when it's not even like tying into Superman or whatever, right? But just Clark learning about himself.
Yeah.
And like, I really like that. Instead of it just being like, this whole season is like Clark's an outsider and, he's helping people, but like,
he's special.
Yeah. But like, it doesn't really go deeper than that. And in the next season, he really starts like learning more about himself.
Yeah.
So it's really, I think Algo and Miles Miller actually have them broke down in certain like themes. I'll look that up for when we do our season 1 recap. But yeah, So anyways, I really, really dug this episode for sure.
Yeah, I did too.
All right, so moving on to our first segment. It's time for the countdown to
Billy.
71 weeks until Billy arrives.
Heck yeah.
This has been the countdown to Billy. What's funny is I didn't factor in the additional episodes we're going to do between seasons.
Oh, no.
So that number is actually going to go up over the next couple of weeks.
Sorry, Billy.
All right.
Psych.
It's more the audience than anybody. They're like, who the hell is Billy? Why are we still counting down to him? All right, let's check in with our Freak of the Week.
Major Funky.
Yeah. So the Freak of the Week this week, Lana Lang. What? The power of a psychic connection, but only to deputy wives.
That's it.
That's it. That's her whole power. So let's recap our current rankings of the Freak of the Week so far. At number 1, we've got Ryan. Number 2, Superboy. Number 3, Jitters. Number 4, Seth Cohen. Number 5, Nicodemus. Number 6, Cassandra and Harry Lloyd. Number 7, Coach. Number 8, Phelan 360. Number 9, The Prestige. Number 10, Bob and Kyle. Number 11, Flana. Number 12, Reaper. Number 13, Jody Melville. Number 14, TTAFFS. Number 15, Rose Cream. Number 16, Heat Sucking Horn Dog. Number 17, Beads. Number 18, Freakazoid. And number 19, Bug Boy. All right, Maggie. Where do you want to put Lana?
Lana.
I mean, this was a good episode.
Above Cassandra and Harry Lloyd.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Cassandra gave us, like, a sneak peek. Like Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah. Maybe above Coach.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
New number 7?
Yeah. You want me to read it?
Sure. Just don't forget to
go up and up.
Exactly. We'll just put Lana.
I thought it'd help me wake up.
Yeah. Wake up.
All right, here are the Freaks of the Week as of this episode. Number 1, Ryan. Number 2, Superboy. Number 3, Jitters. Number 4, Seth Cohen. Number 5, Nicodemus. Number 6, Cassandra and Harry Lloyd. Number 7, Lana. Number 8, Coach. Number 9, Phelan 360. Number 10, The Prestige. Number 11, Bob and Kyle. Number 12, Flana. Number 13, Reaper. Number 14, Jody Melville. Number 15, TTAFFS. Number 16, Rose Cream. Number 17, Heat Sucking Horn Dog. Number 18, Beads. Number 19, Freakazoid. And number 20, Bug Boy.
We've got our top 20 Freak of the Weeks. If I'm not mistaken, next week's Freak of the Week is going to be hilarious.
The freakiest?
In my mind, remind me to tell you next week if I'm correct. But in my mind, I have an idea of who the Freak of the Week is. And if it's what I think it is, it's going to be really funny.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. All right. No flats, no tots. Did they break the rule this week, Maggie?
No.
Did they?
They didn't.
I mean, we saw him do some stuff.
Like run?
He got hit by bullets. We saw that 8 inside a diamond.
Yeah, but was those just flats or tights, Matt?
You know what, Maggie? I guess not. All right. Damn it.
You got a problem with it?
You got me this time. You got me. There was not even a hint of a tight nor a flat. All right. Moving on to DCU References. Part of a universe, you just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it.
This is the first episode to feature the sound effect we hear when bullets bounce off Clark.
Say what now?
This is the first episode to feature the sound effect we hear when bullets bounce off of Clark.
That's cool.
Chloe says that Clark leaps tall theories in a single bound, which references Superman's original ability to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Of course, later, Superman would be given the ability to fly. But originally, he could only jump very tall. Let's see. Chloe received an internship to the Daily Planet.
Yeah.
This episode marks the discovery of the disc to Clark's spaceship, the octagonal disc. Lana says, safe to say we won't lose you to the entrancing world of journalism. The entrancing world of journalism to Clark while he is taking care of the torch. And Miller's Field may be a reference to Smallville co-creator Miles Miller. I'll go Miles Miller. So, there it is. Yeah. This Miller Field has been in a couple of episodes already. Obviously, the first episode with the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
That was Miller Field. All right. Now let's get into the talent mix.
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
So here's the thing. I want to bring this up. We won't change it now, but I want to throw this out to everybody. The place that I found this tells where the song plays in the episode. During what scene. Would you like me to start including that starting in season 2? So we can know like exactly where in the episode that takes place. Like when a needle drop happens, we usually cover that. But like literally every song that plays, I could...
Just let us know.
Okay.
Just let us know.
Let us know, audience.
Let us know.
So, first song, Piano Fire by Sparkle Horse, who also have done Ruby. Silent to the Dark. I don't have the name for that. For who did that. I must have deleted it. Sorry. Silent to the Dark. Just Another by Pete Yorn. Two Stones in My Pocket by Neil Halstead. And, of course, the needle drop of the episode, No Such Thing by John Mayer. Interesting choice. You had thoughts while we was watching it.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that song in like a hot minute.
Welcome to the real world, she said to me, condescendingly. Take a seat, take your line, put it down and back and work. Blah 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 blah. John Mayer, huge piece of shit.
Yeah.
All right, so next time on Smallville, episode 21, ladies and gentlemen, the season 1 finale. We have reached it. We
can finally buy alcohol.
Next episode, we can buy alcohol. So next week.
That's what I meant.
All right. The name of the episode is
Shit.
Tempest.
Ooh.
Maggie, based solely off of the title.
Tempest.
What do you think the next episode's about?
Everybody's gonna
Sleep.
Everybody gonna get tempted.
They move to tell you, stay inside the line. Banana.
I wanna run through the halls of the high school. I wanna scream to the top of my voice.
I just found out there's no such thing as
The real world.
I am invincible.
I whisper when I sing.
I am invincible.
I did the boss whisper.
Oh, is it about Clark? I'm invincible. Welcome to the real world. Like, welcome to the planet.
I guess.
Remember in Man of Steel when Lois Lane said that? All right. So you think in the next episode everybody's just tempted? That's the whole thing. I'll be honest. This one does not make any sense to me. So I'm curious to see what the website says about like why. Like Obscura is a reference to like a camera setting or something.
Oh, okay.
And like the way that Lana could see through his eyes.
Okay.
I forget exactly what it was, but it was like some phrase from somewhere. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for us, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Going Back to Smallville. If you did, please be sure and hit a like on whatever you're either watching this or listening to this. Please subscribe to us on the podcast feed of your choice. We should be available on every single podcast network. If we're not, let us know. I will get it added. If you are doing one, be sure and do the other. Head over to YouTube or to the podcast and just hit play, do your taxes or something, or go to sleep and just let it play while you're asleep. Either way, I don't care. But yeah, share us. Above all else, we would greatly appreciate if you would share this episode if you enjoyed it. Let people know.
Start spreading the news.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, so definitely that is the best way to help us grow. We would greatly appreciate it. And if you would like to watch the extended version of this episode where we have the pre-show and talk about Smelly Peepee, and starting today,
No more crappy online quizzes.
we are going to be playing Box of Laws.
From the Tonight Show with Jimmy.
This will be in the post-show. So definitely come hang out at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. That is available in both audio and video formats. But that's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye!